whistling to try to join in with that song.
You loved it, didn't you?
Eric Idle, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I mean, that song is so popular for so many people. It means so much, and it kind of defines you, really, doesn't it?
I hope so. I mean, yeah, it's the only trouble is it is the #1 funeral song, and they don't pay royalties. But apart from that, you know, it's a very good song. And I'm proud of it because it replaced Frank Sinatra's My Way. And I thought, oh, yeah, I got... And, you know, it's been there 20 years.
That's the #1 funeral
yeah.
choice. So you embrace that? You don't mind?
Oh, no, I love it. I think it's so nice that people play something that makes them feel better. You know, it's such a solemn time. I think it's an honour.
It is an honour. And do you think maybe people... It's not taking themselves too seriously, the saddest moment ever, but having a
You need a little laugh as well as a cry, you know, and then it reminds people that we are funny people and we were alive, and I think it's good. I like it. I think it's great.
Have you
I think it's the next national anthem, to be honest. I think that's the only way to go from here.
You closed the 2012 London Olympics singing it, didn't you, in the stadium?
Yes, I had to sing to 2 billion people live. All the rock stars were miming. I was doing it singing live.
No.
You know.
What was that like? Do you still get nervous?
You know, one of those moments you go, oh, well, here we go, because we never had a rehearsal in the stadium, so we'd never been there before, so it was like, well, and then up you go, and you got to just keep going. You can't go, oh,
no thanks.
Well, I had 560 people also singing and dancing with me, so it was quite an event. So every time I watch West Ham, I think I'm about 100 feet up from the centre circle. It's the stadium.
How often are you back in the UK these days? Because you're touring at the moment, but home is the States.
I live in California, entirely for the weather. But I usually come back every year and see some friends in London, you know, and I like it.
So what is the brighter side of life like then in California? What is your day like in California?
I am a writer, so I get up very early, maybe 5:30 and 6, and I write. And, you know, I'm usually working on 2 or 3 things, trying to get them working. I've been working for about 15 years on a musical, which I will never sell, because it's called Death the Musical. And if you want to find a title that nobody will ever buy, Death the Musical is perfect. You know, they show you the office door as you go in. So, but it's quite funny, and it's got some great songs, but, you know, no, alas.
So we've talked funerals, we've talked death, we've got the skull on your T-shirt. I mean,
My daughter made this. Isn't it nice?
It's lovely,
good.
but are you preoccupied with mortality?
No, not at all. I think not preoccupied. I think George Harrison talked to me and said you have to remember each day may be your last. And I think that's a very good philosophy, that you treat each day as a gift and it isn't forever. You know, he said, you know, you can be the richest people in the world, you can have all the money in the world, but you're still going to have to die. And that's what he told me in about 1975. And he lived like that. And I think that's a good way to live.
Yeah, I mean, you were seriously ill yourself. You talked about you had, was it pancreatic cancer?
I'm a lucky bugger. I had pancreatic cancer 6 years ago, and the survival rate was only 1%. But they got it early through a blood test. But now the survival rate's gone up because we've been paying for help research. It's now 14% on pancreatic, and it's going up all the time. And if people want to give to cancer research and PanCan, and there's various ones. It really helps, all that research money.
Do you think, looking back at various points in your life, you've been lucky quite a few times?
I have been lucky quite a few times, yes. And, you know, I don't know whether you make your own luck. I mean, I was at a boarding school for 12 years, so everything's great after that. I mean, 12 years, you get less for murder, don't you? But
do you hate it?
It was in Wolverhampton. What do you think?
Oh.
Well, I don't that.
Oh, yeah.
I'd necessarily hate it because it was in Wolverhampton. But...
Well, no, but it's not the end of the world, but you can see it from there.
But boarding school itself didn't suit?
Oh, no. A bunch of boys. It was a bit rough. I mean, I think it prepared me for Python. Because you're going filming, it's like climbing over the walls and going outside to meet girls and, you know, It was sort of somewhat exciting.
And trying to have to all get on with each other all the time.
Yeah, you learn about boys. And boys are very odd people, as you know. They're difficult.
They can be,
Ladies are much
yes.
nicer, and women are much nicer.
I'm not sure about that either.
No, maybe. Well, I said to my wife, you know, if only you'd been to my boarding school, you'd have been able to pack properly, you know.
You mentioned Python. People watching will always want to know, what are the chances of there being any kind of reunion again? I need.
Well, we did a big reunion
10 years ago, was it?
Which
on
I
stage?
directed in 2014.
Yeah.
Look at
And it was a
this.
big musical at O2, and that was great. But I think the answer is the same as the Beatles. You know, as soon as you can get people back from the dead, we'll be ready. It's true. You can't. You know, you need everybody, and
And it wouldn't be the same.
well, they've gone.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just it is. It's not the same at all.
Yeah.
It's no wonder then that lots of your inspiration now and lots of your humour is about facing up to the reality.
I think
Of losing
a lot of
people.
humour is about just telling the truth, and then people laugh. I think it's like the Emperor's New Clothes. He's got no clothes on, and the kid's the first one to say it, and they all laugh. And I think that's, you know, I think that's partly what it does. I'm fascinated by what it does. I've been doing it for 62 years, and it still fascinates me how the technique of making people laugh and what they laugh at.
And still doing it on tour at the moment.
I love doing it on tour. It's fun. It's a one-man musical, but I have a virtual band on the screen behind me, so when I sing, they play along.
And
It's
they're
much
always
cheaper than
perfect.
taking the band with you, you know. They're
And
very
everyone
nice.
gets on with each other.
Eric Idle, fantastic to have you
You
here.
laughed at
Thank
my
you.
show.
You've made it.
Made my day.
Thank you.
Great to see. And Eric's new show is at venues across the UK throughout this month. Tickets available right now.